Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. 6 months ago we started a test where we took a proper hood or bonnet in the civilized world, had to get that in, from a car. We prepped it with a pure abrasive, we degreased, we sectioned off, and we applied a whole smorgasbord of waxes, car protection products, sealants, ceramic coatings, even graphene, every format of product, PTFE based, water based, solvent based, a whole smorgasbord of products. I will list all of the products in the description because it will take me too long to go through them in the video. If you've been watching the Forensics Unplugged channel, you could see like the monthly deterioration of these products. These have now been on for 6 months, and what I'm showing you in this video is the final set of cleaning and the final hydrophobic only, because that's all I can reasonably measure, final hydrophobic performance of these products. I've given it 2 wash cycles. Wash cycles, it's a clever way of just saying washing it. For this final wash, I go over it with Surfex HD this time because it won't mask and it does actually bring back the hydrophobicity, but it will degrade the products because it's an alkaline cleaner and it's something that is used to clean car panels, so it's a good thing to test it with. One wave going over it with the brush, letting it sit there for a few minutes, rinse off, then repeat exactly the same thing again, and on that final wave I buff it with a clean microfiber cloth, which is a bit like a microfiber wash mitt if you like, and then I dry it with another microfiber cloth, so 2 microfiber cloths, so that we give it a good buff over. That contact just helps remove the debris that's stuck on the panel. While I'm chatting away like this, I will overlay you the results of this test, and obviously our results are based on hydrophobicity only, so products which are hydrophobic to water are going to have an advantage in terms of measuring their durability over products which aren't. We also have a control section which enables us to compare the water behaviour of just bare clear coat, and and when it starts to mimic, when a panel of product, for example our Sonex BSD, when it looks like the same as the control panel, I know to mark it a failure. I'm just going to work my way through all of the products here and when they failed, so you get an idea of what's in the test. The infamous Sonex BSD, which is just a detail spray, but it's very popular, and if I don't put it in my testing, I get, what, no Sonex BSD, about 20 times. This failed after 3 months, guys. Meguiar's hybrid ceramic wax, the blue bottle, you can see it just there in the corner. That failed after 3 months. I declared that dead. I've seen it do longer than that, but we're not here to talk about that, we're just here to present you the results. Turtle wax ceramic spray, made it past 3 months but has not made it to 6 months, so it's died somewhere in between. I haven't got the recording to know roughly when it's died. It's similar to this but just a little bit stronger in my opinion. SI Ramix SC Mist, another water-based SiO2 spray similar to these products. We declared that dead at 3 months. Carpro Lite, our first lightweight ceramic product and our first product in this test that I am declaring still functional, still repelling water, still quite strong, consistent over the entire bit that the materials applied. Carpro Lite has lasted more than 6 months and it's showing no signs of giving up the ghost yet. In fact, I would suggest this product will easily make it to a year. Well, that's a guess. From what I'm seeing, it doesn't look hardly degraded. It's doing great. Meguiar's Ultimate Liquid Wax, that is now gone. Jet Seal, Chemical Guys Jet Seal. This was the lowest durability of the test, or as I've said before, perhaps the least hydrophobic, so it might be of a disadvantage. That was gone after 1 month, in terms of water behaviour. Tax Systems Moonlight, the second product in this test that is clearly visible and it's clearly working really strongly. In fact, I did the first pass with the brush and just rinsed that off. That was the only product on the panel, even with the Carpro Lite, that threw the water off after that first pass. This needed a little buff, and some of the other ones that survived needed a buff. So this one is going great guns. Tax Systems Moonlight. I'll just show you the bottles there. And this one is the Carpro Lite. So they're both lightweight ceramic coatings. I've compared them before, and I've suggested that Carpro might edge it on durability because the SiO2 content I think is a little bit higher, but this product edges it a lot on value. And this bottle, as I've said many times, is either 3 years old or it might even be 4 years old, and look how stable it is, and it still works. So this 3-year-old bottle of ceramic still performs, because I think they only guarantee 6 to 8 months on that product. It's still delivering on its product claims 8 months later, so it can sit in your garage for years because it takes some doing to get rid of it, and it's still going to work. That's important. You don't want the product going off after a year because you get tons of it. There's enough to do like 30 cars there, so you don't want to put it on your car once or twice and then when you go back to use it the next time it's gone off. Very important. So Tax Systems Moonlight is a product I recommend to loads of people, and that's why it's very easy to apply and you get good durability. As long as, if it can get to a year, you're going to need to decon your car properly after a year of driving it, so you should really only want a year's protection. After that, your car's going to benefit from a little decon and buff and polish and all that, in my opinion. FK1000P, 2 months only, unfortunately. Built Hamber double speed wax, has not made it to 6 months. 3 to 6 months, it's gone somewhere in that window. I suspect somewhere in the middle, maybe about 4 or 5 months. Some people tell me it lasts longer, but not from what I've seen in this test. Pretty impressive though, guys. 3 to 6 months for a paste wax, you know, it's pretty good. You're going to struggle to beat that on durability. There's probably a few products out there that might be able to do it for a paste wax. Adams Ceramic Liquid Wax, that was gone after 3 months. Art to Shine Paste Wax, that was doing well, but that has not made it to 6 months. So that's a 3 to 6 months one. Decent product, that is. A little bit of a dark horse, that product. Speed and Barrier, that was gone after 2 months, didn't do very well in this test. Freckler G3, didn't make it to 6 months, but 3 to 6. Same with the Turtle Wax Hydrophobic Wax, that didn't make it to 3 months. Autoglim UHD Ceramic, didn't make it to 3 months in this test. Angel Wax Fifth Element, didn't make it to 3 months in this test. Very old pot of wax, so maybe it's expired or something like that. Koch 1K Nano, 3 to 6 months, didn't go beyond 6 months from what I can see. Sonax Polymer Net Shield, didn't make it past 3 months. Brightmax Extreme Elements 2.0, didn't make it to 3 months, but this product has been withdrawn, I believe, due to some sort of stability issue. And I commented, it's gone, you probably can't see, but it's gone like rubbery. It's gone like curdled milk. Something's gone wrong with it. The resin has kind of gone off in the bottle, even though it's sealed. So that product's discontinued, so it doesn't matter. Did okay. Tax Ceramic Coat, didn't do up to 2 months. I wasn't too impressed with that product. So just going to be honest, love this stuff. Not overly impressed with this stuff. It is quite cheap. Zvisa Coat, a water-based spray sealant, didn't do it to 2 months. The Art to Shine Nano Graphene Coating is the last product in this test that has made it beyond 6 months. This is a 5-year PDMS and graphene-based kind of product. Will it do 5 years? Well, I don't know unless I watch this for another 5 years. It's deteriorated a bit. I would guess, if I had to guess, I would guess it wouldn't do 5 years. But that's on the caveat that that's just a guess. And this is the new heavyweight champion of the world. The new Soft 99 Fuso coat did not make it past 6 months. It's done 3 to 6 months. There's a little sign in the corner here that this corner's still got something going on. It's the only one where I'm looking at it and thinking, ooh, if you really stare at that, you might be able to declare that a 3 to 6 months. But I'll show you the pictures. There wasn't enough going on over the whole thing. There's no one, I think, in the face of the planet that would look at that and say that protection is still working. But it's close. So it's not done awfully. I thought it would do decent. But the old Fuso coat, I think, had better durability. And I think it would have gone beyond 6 months. I saw it gone beyond 6 months, but unless you actually put it in this test, you can't really state that. Not bad, not bad. Still decent performance. So that is it, guys. We have 3 products that have won this test. Art to Shine, Nano Graphene, Tax Systems Moonlight there, and Carpro Lite. Out of all of those products, Tac Moonlight is the one I would have. This is a lot more expensive, this graphene product. It's very easy to apply, which is interesting, but I don't want a 5-year product, and I know that I can just keep this in my garage year on year, and it's great, and I can top it like I can top it with shiny wax or their spray and rinse concentrate, which I still haven't used. Got to get that tested. That's it. You could also quite happily use the Carpro Lite. It's a good product really for me. What I'm looking for is a product that's easy to work with, a product which doesn't spoil, and a product which can demonstrate to me that it will go up to about a year, potentially somewhere between that 6 months to a year. Because I would be at this stage with like the game, I would have put something on top of this, you know, I'd have just hit it with a shiny wax which can last a couple of months on its own, so I'd maintain it a little bit better, you know, but I'd lose visibility of what the Moonlight was doing. So this test is quite interesting for me as well, guys. So my personal winner is the product I recommend to anyone, Tac Moonlight, but the other two winners, Nano Graphene and Carpro Lite. If you don't want these products are all sort of in that ceramic category, even though this isn't a ceramic, it's a resin, it's a PDMS resin, backbone resin, rather than the ceramic backbone graphene product. And this has got a lot of oil mixed in with it, so it's not quite as, there's not quite as high percentage of solids in here to make it a full-blown ceramic. Same with the Carpro Lite, even though it's a bit higher. So if you don't want that sort of ceramic-esque type product, and you want a wax or you want a sealant, what would my recommendation be? It would be, if you're on a budget, like I've said before, 14 quid for Built Hamber double speed. It's just the paste wax that you put on and buff. Be careful with it in the summer, because you can get that ghosting with it on really hot days. If you want to try something fancy that's still easy to work with, you can have a go with the Nano paste wax. It's a bit pricey, this ceramic paste stuff, and you don't get much of it. So that's a negative. It's quite decent though if you can get it applied properly. I'm just looking through thinking, what would I go with? The Turtle Wax Hybrid Ceramic Spray Wax, 3 to 6 months. It will do that. If you coat it, double coat it, you'll probably get up to 6 months, something like that. I'm guessing again, without testing it for real. That's quite a decent product. The Fuso, not so bad. Not so bad. Why am I holding back with that? I prefer a Carnauba wax, like Soft 99, something like Kwame or King of Gloss. Kwame more, I'd say. A yellow, it's got a yellowy tinge to it typically, you know, it's got a bit more Nuba in it, or not necessarily, but Kwame looks better than this. But this has good, decent durability. It's 30 quid now. That's it. If you want a water-based one, I would probably say that's the one that's giving you the durability. The Koch 1K Nano, it's quite an easy, it's like a sealant, isn't it? Some sort of sealant that's like all thin and watery and easy to apply. It doesn't have the bling, but it does hang on quite well. Maybe if you coat it, you can get beyond 6 months with that. Don't know. That gives you a rough idea, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Very important to say that what you see is what you get on this video. I haven't gone, you know, I'm not here to kind of talk about the whys so much and just show you the results, let you discuss it. It's important to say that if you read all the product claims around protection products, it's like they're very strong products. The truth is, there's no one section of this panel which is radically better off, you know, in much better condition because it's had a particular format of product over it. Doesn't really make that much difference. Your panel gets dirty and you're reliant on cleaning it properly, you know, redressing it if you want to and all that sort of stuff if you're really into keeping your car nice. And that ties in with another video I did a while back on what is really important with car detailing and the misconception around the importance of protection products. They are important, but they are the least important of the 4 main categories, which is something you may have seen or may not, but there's a video coming on that. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll put links for any of the products that I can find. I don't know if I can find them all in the description. Other than that, Don't forget to subscribe. If you follow the channel, please support it on Patreon. Very important, guys. You've heard me moaning about kind of the decline of Patreon. I need that support there. So there's also a link for the Patreon page where you can win monthly contests. You can message me with any questions. You can share what you're doing detailing wise in the community tab, which is a private page, a bit like a Facebook group. It's all private, so it's a bit more friendly, and you're not going to get your head bitten off if you ask any questions. And I need to go and blow my nose. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I?